there's a reason why they're timeless. It's beautiful. It's tragic. It stirs so much emotion in you that you just can't fight it, and you just gotta give in and believe and just grow as a person. And that's the thing, that's what might be missing in today's stories these days. You can't beat Theseus. You can't beat Heracles. You can't beat the Iliad and the Odyssey. You can't beat it. And the Iliad is practically a combination of the Trojan War and the Odyssey as a combination. You just can't beat it. It's such a beautiful just mythology and story that combines history and at the same time mythology at the same. It is the best story in this whole entire universe as humans. Like Lord of the Rings and all that. Okay, they were inspired by the Iliad. Let's be honest. The hero's adventure, which was pretty much inspired of Heracles' adventure and the Odysseus. The Odyssey itself is named after Odysseus of... Oh my god. Yeah, I can talk for hours about Greek mythology. I'm going to spare you guys for that. But let's be honest. If you want to know more about my appreciation of Greek mythology, just read it. Just read it. Buy a book of Greek mythology. There's some good and there's some bad Greek mythology. But if you find any Greek mythology book that has the true story of Theseus in it, then you got a good fucking book. That's 100% sure. If it doesn't have the tale in which he pounds that serial killer into the whole entire precipice of the stone slab, then it's not the right story. That's all I have to say. If it doesn't have that story in it, it's not the right book. They fucked up. They didn't collect the whole stories of Greek mythology. So, just warning you now. You got to be very particular in your Greek mythology, just like the Bible, just like the what is it? What's the Bible for Muslims? Quran. Just like the Quran, there is false and there are good versions of the Quran. Same thing with Greek mythology. There are good and there are bad versions of Greek mythology. You just gotta find it. You gotta be a Puritan. This isn't a Puritan story, but they kind of hint towards those Puritan stories. It's very interesting. I don't know, something about this, but it makes me want to read those stories again and to appreciate those stories. It's very interesting. Even though they don't get everything right and they kind of fumble around the mythology of Greek mythology, like, kind of like Hades and all that. Hades got Greek mythology very wrong. Other than that, though, the pure aspect of getting you to want to read Greek mythology is the whole fucking point. And that's what I want to know. Are you wanting to read Greek mythology? If you're not, the game's not doing its fucking job right. So, yeah. I want to read more Greek mythology again. Oh my god, I want to reestablish my love with Greek mythology now. This game has done its job, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena wants to... I swear Aphrodite is still alive. Aphrodite has to be still alive. Because if Athena is pushing so hard... Can I ask the question? I would love this in the game that is decision based, but as the character themselves that might know a little bit of about Greek mythology, I would ask this question: is Aphrodite still alive? That's what I would ask.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Oh, normally nobody does that.
Calliope did. Someone else could have.
Yeah, but the alarms are just to protect all the books and relics. That's it. Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Are you sure? Medusa was at your plane of existence. There's most likely, the golden fleece was used and it was taken. Let's be honest. The fucking golden fleece was used.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Mm-hmm.
She's super scary, but you know she works for Athena, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone.
Well, here's the thing.
Good luck, Muse.
That doesn't make any sense that way.
Friendo.
She shouldn't be working for Athena. She should be working for Aphrodite. Because Aphrodite cursed, you know, who should be not be named. Is that puts implications towards me that whoever Aphrodite controlled, if she would have died, would have went to Athena herself, and if Athena would die, would go to Hera. Due to the fact that we don't know who Hera has died, Athena's still alive. Due to the fact that Athena's still alive and she controls. Ooh. I don't know. Athena's a prime suspect right now. But we don't know anything about the other gods. I don't know. Hera's such a bitch that Hera could be still alive and she could be controlling all of this shit. And even though she's not a part of the choir, Hera herself is controlling everything through Athena. We'll find out.
I'm just thinking about Calliope. What happened to her here? Whatever she was trying to do, she probably didn't succeed. She ran from here, dying, maybe straight to our apartment.
Because you were her last hope.
Yeah. What if she hadn't made it? She must have known.
She knew.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
She still lives on through you.
Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to,
yes.
and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Okay. I'm going to have to watch Lara play this. Because Lara was the one that bought this game.
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Come on, Pan.
I'm here,
All right.
Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Of course. What is that tome? Well, you're fucking welcome.
You're welcome. You might have warned me what his love life issue was.
What was it? Asterion wouldn't say.
You really didn't know?
It was exhausting trying to get the poor fellow to admit as much as he did. At any rate, you seem to have worked it out. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
Oh, shit. Oh, I can only choose one thing.
It's quite the coincidence. The place you sent me just happens to be the place Calliope was attacked.
That is quite the coincidence. You must be very grateful.
It's just hard to trust a coincidence that big.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
It's so wild. We could still hit on him. We can romance Pan. That is wild to think about it. Romance a Pan is insane. It's not even a god. It's not a demigod. It is just a servant of a god themselves. They are an entity in which they are creatures in which invoke God's will, which is Zeus. It's weird. It's fucking weird. And the thing is, deep down in my fucking bones, Zeus and Hera aren't dead. They can't die. They cannot be dead. Where is Zeus and Hera? Where the fuck are they? If they are dead, how is this operation still running without at least Hera? Like, that's the fucking weird part. That's so weird.
I probably shouldn't, yet somehow I still do.
Then you are unlike the other idols, Grace, for they have all cast aspersions my way for as long as I've existed. And what have I done? Beyond the occasional prank or honest betrayal.
Your tie is bothering me.
I've never lied to you, Grace.
Oh, I hate your tie.
Never shall.
I hate your tie.
If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
What if I discover you're lying to me after all?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
We'll see. Oh, shit, you motherfucker.
I hope it's somewhere good. Somewhere I'm not on trial.
Oh, my. You do know how to spoil the mood, don't you? You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Yeah.
Before
And?
I die,
And? Son of a
you don't
bitch.
have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I actually see.
Medusa, I suppose.
She was at the reliquary, but you already knew that.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
We'll see about that, you motherfucker. Viper's Nest. Medusa's lair. We're gonna visit Medusa, baby. Can we actually look at her, though? That's the thing. If we look upon Medusa herself, we're dead.
Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man,
Oh, shit. Why are you here?
Repeat on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
Why do you have a
I
mace?
wouldn't notice you skulking off. You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
You have equipment.
What kind of equipment does one bring to a meeting with Medusa?
This isn't a meeting, Grace. You're not here to sell her on your business plan.
Please tell me you don't have any weapons in there.
Nothing that would get me stopped on the bus. Look, you're gonna need some backup in there.
You have a fucking mace. You have a mace. You know how fucking deadly a mace is? Holy shit. Can she really turn people into
Do you
stone?
think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
Work.
Not Perseus.
Not the
Technically
mirror, Grace,
Jason.
It's all you got.
Jason the Argonauts. Jason kind of did the deed.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know, she was human once, right? And she was cursed.
Not really, no.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
I mean, that's understandable due to the fact that she thinks that Perseus kind of did the deed when it came to Medusa herself. She thinks the reason why, and it's weird, and it's a little confusing because you either think Perseus did the deed for Medusa or Jason the Argonauts did it. Jason the Argonauts were actually technically a real thing in the Greek mythology. It's very weird. You think it would be a kind of like a Hollywood kind of thing. It's like, oh yeah, you know, Jason is not very a Greek name or anything like that, but you'll be fucking surprised how much Jason pops up in Greek mythology. So we're not gonna go around that. We're not gonna go around that boat. I really want to bring up Jason at some point in time.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Jason's actually a pretty old name.
But, you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
Nope, Aphrodite.
Athena just follows the rules, right?
No, she was wronged by Aphrodite, not Athena. That is a complete misconception. Even though Athena is the queen of the gods, Aphrodite is the one that posed the curse to Medusa. That is all.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
That is the thing. I mean, god damn. I hate how wrong the story is at sometimes, but how it can correlate with how, due to the fact that this world and mythology is so different, I can't. That's the smart thing to do. Oh my god, this game is so smart that it plays around my mythology like ticks. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, developers, for fucking around with my like ticks here. Because here's the thing. I'm such a purist in Greek mythology that you're gonna fuck with my puritanism in a way to where you can affect my story, in which can, due to the fact that I know a little bit of everything about Greek mythology, you're gonna fuck with that. That's so weird. Oh, due to the fact you told me straight up that Athena was the cause of Medusa it grinds my gears. It grinds my fucking gears. And yet, I can see maybe why they think that, and why in this universe itself, Athena herself would do otherwise. But it was Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love and seductrity, that yeah, I don't know. I can see where they're going with this. It has to be another idol that killed Calliope. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I can see why. Use a distraction, find another entrance, confront the enforcer. Here's the thing. We're an idol. But who knows what this enforcer really is? Can we use our powers against the enforcer? Here's the thing, though. If we use our powers against the enforcer, would whoever's inside Medusa, perhaps, appreciate that? If I'm correct, due to Medusa's previous encounters with Jason or Prometheus, or not Prometheus, who did they say? Was it Prometheus? Due to the fact they, name dropped a person. Perthes? No, Prometheus, I think. Due to the fact they name dropped someone, if I'm thinking about Jason the Argonauts, it would be a distraction. She would appreciate that. Because that's technically what Jason the Argonauts did. They did subtle distractions in order to get to her lair. I'm going to use a distraction. However, deep down in my gut, she would be aware of that, and she would be prepared for that due to the fact she's dealt with that in the past. Ooh. So would this work? Or another entry? A secondary route? Caves usually tend to have, if you think about it, due to the fact of where Medusa was, in the mythology tells she was in a cave. Caves usually have a entrance and an exit. Sometimes multiple exits, but usually one entrance. Makes you wonder. Use a distraction. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go as Jason. We're going to go in. We're going to do the Jason tactic.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you had the wrong address.
What? No. Oh God, no. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The weird looks, the body odors. Someone spilled coffee all over my cosplay outfit.
Nicely done.
No, do not tell me that
I'll
I got
just
it
keep
wrong.
him
I spent
busy while I look
$50 on this
around.
ticket. I demand my personal.
Holy shit, it worked. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's the worst bodyguard ever. Oh, who's that? Is that supposed to be Jason? That'd be funny if that's Jason in the middle. Medusa. Why is Medusa like all Indian like? Yeah, don't look in her eyes.
Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl.
Look to the ground. Look to the ground. Don't look in her eyes.
Sacred bites. And then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Before you start the show, Pan said to say hello. That's what he said to say.
Well, any friend of Pan's is a friend of Pan's.
Okay.
Who knows what her relationship is to Pan is?
Flow. There's just some things I need to know. I wish there was another way.
Is that a hookah?
Yes, you do. Now,
Don't look at her eyes. Look away. Look away. Shit. You should not be looking at Medusa's eyes. Shit, we might be fucked.
can you say that once again? I missed it. You really want to sing, but your silly mouth won't do a
Oh, she subdued her power.
It's meant to work that way.
Fucking Pan.
Call it the preparation.
Pan knew it.
Make you stone, but then my dinner's blown.
Don't look in her eye.
This other
Look at the ground and sing.
look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey,
Yeah, there you go. Don't look in her eye. Sing with your eyes closed.
Lost Medusa.
Don't look in her Medusa's eyes, dude.
Find a friend.
what I should do.
I know, I miss these streams too, dude.
Look at me.
Don't look in Medusa's eyes. Yes, she notices this. She's alone. She's completely mortified of what Aphrodite did to her.
She was mad at me. So
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look at
Don't look into her eyes.
Listen, Medusa. She hides you in shame, but she uses you all the same. You could live another way. If I was treated like you, I'd be a monster
answer to. That's kind to say.